example, if you doing a vlog for Bukit Vista, what is exactly Bukit Vista? That is you must introduce. And then the second one, why is Bukit Vista is still like this?
Okay.
What is the secret, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and then the picture or something. Yeah, it's like that.
Okay. I'll explore all those topics. Yeah, I'm seeking feedback right now because it's kind of fun, and we have the tools to do it. We just need to actually activate it, right? So I've got like this gigantic.
Yeah, I like it because the like and then your face and everything is look great, sir.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, that's so kind. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Uh,
and
it's
I
fun.
saw you said prioritize, right?
Prioritization, prioritization,
Yeah.
prioritization. Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting, Rafik, because one of the things we're doing in professional networking, you should join us, Rafik. Actually, I realized Rafik has not joined us yet. Neither has Rian on professional networking. We're getting a lot of good insights from these discussions. One of the things that I was able to activate right away was this idea of how important prioritization is to the success of a company. Most companies are fairly good at, let's say, the discovery part. You get enough people, you will find all the good ideas. They're fairly good at the execution part, but where the the big bottleneck is generally in prioritizing. If you prioritize the wrong things, then might not get the results that you really want to do. So yeah, that was the takeaway that I got from our last two uh, professional networking sessions, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's jump into this.
Okay, let's begin because I think I was the chairman today.
Yes, and I'm your secretary.
Yes, thank you. And please open the meeting notes, Mr. Secretary.
I
Later,
have.
so
Okay.
I will do like this today. So the secretary will do it, the meeting notes, and before the person or the audience get the feedback to me, I need the secretary talk about the summary meeting.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, okay, let's start it. We're going to the where's Tendi? Where is Andre? Andre is not coming yet. So I will move to Jing first. Uh, the RF. Okay, I think it's Andre know about the ultimate service. Okay, let's talk about this. Maybe Andre or Rian, CSC program. What is the update for this?
Okay, I will maybe give update about CSC program. This is ultimate service about CSC program. So what we have done yesterday, we already got socialization with the Gong, Vilakil, Mivila, and Kencana Homestay. It is four actually, and today we will do with Uluwatu, Amazon, and Despacito. And the property that want to join in our program, actually they will start by tomorrow, so we will have another training program started by tomorrow. I'm sorry to forget to write it down. And as we know that we already contact all of our partner, but why didn't they want to join? Why don't they give a feedback or maybe reply our message? So maybe I will make that as another revise, and I will make another scalable scoring system for monitoring.
Okay, please update the scalable scoring system later, Andre.
Okay.
So any discussion or question regarding this card? If not, I will move to another card. Okay, next. This is the bigger and featured training. Who knows about this? Rian, maybe Andre?
Yeah, I know about this. So the idea of having this is up after CSC. So in the next week, start from next week, because we have like a finance internal tool as well. So the intention to have um, this this card deployed is next week. I hope, because we already, I believe that Tendi also have like paper for the timeline of this initiative. Because
Okay.
we're going to work together with with Tendi as well.
Okay, Mr. Secretary, can you write down, please, tell to Tendi to update this card?
Okay, I'll ask Tendi to update the card.
Oh,
Okay.
you're the secretary, sir. I think you're not.
I am. I'm writing on it. I'm writing on it right now. Yeah, done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jing.
Yes.
Next, the card GMC.3, digitized check in progress. Any update for this from Tendi? I
Let's take
think
a
it's
look.
the same with bigger training, right?
Yep, it's in line. It's in line. It's in line. Because
Wait. Let me actually clarify. I think actually for this, Mr. Chair, we need to actually have a better habit. So I see Tendi's created this card, and I'm looking that this card was created yesterday around 11 o'clock. Okay, so that's the latest update, and this is uploading passport photos to BiGRR and this paperless idea. But currently, I don't have clarity actually, and this is where the written communication can be a little bit better. So I don't have a clarity whether or not do we actually have a feature on BiGRR to upload passport photos?
So far, until now, we don't have it.
Okay, so I think that's missing from this card right now, right? The intended outcome is to have BiGRR as a main data from that. I can see that part is clear, but I do not know from the hypothesis or how we know or from any of the written communication here, what is the plan, right? Is Tendi going to ask for this feature from internal tools to be built in? Is the plan, what is the progress of it so far? How many people are we starting with? What's the MVP? So this right now is a very bubble idea. It is not clear what has been done, what will be need to get done, how to schedule it. So I think for the benefit of everybody else who's reading this, this is just an example of be more clear, right? This feature we do not have. We're looking to implement this feature. And we will know it works up because, and starting off this, it's digitized the check-in process. On the checklist, I don't see the part where we're going to create this feature on BiGRR, which is, yeah, so it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Yes, okay, all right, Raf.
Yeah, I think it's this one. I'm get the tennis point on this one, but
Okay.
same like you said, the flow we don't see it yet. For
Right,
example, if the main data for the guest, did he already talk with the content team, and did he already request on the bigger bugs report?
right.
That we must be clear. Can you write down that one,
Yes, yes.
Jing?
I'll put this down. So this is,
I think you already get my point on that one. So,
please
yeah.
give us a bit more information on how this will be implemented. Uh,
Okay, while the secretary is writing, will is any discussion again about this card before I move to another card? Rian, Andre. Okay, next to Jing card regarding the RMW.1 and 1.
okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. This is the next revenue management discussion, and for this one, okay. So let me. I actually haven't gotten down to think about this yet because this is, how would I say? Uh, I think what we're going to do is I'd like to actually abandon this one and just work on the next card, CM A.5. So what I'm doing right now, Mr. Chair, is I'm putting that town hall meeting to abandon, and I will focus instead on just doing the 3C for the finance dashboard and owner independence. And as part of CM A.5, I will address some of the webinar material that we had from the webinar. So that material we will put in, but the initiative right now is to get, the primary initiative is to get BV owners to use the finance dashboard. So, okay, so that card is abandoned. And what I will do is I will go ahead and notify on my next card that we will use some of the webinar material in our discussions with owners to train on finance dashboard. Okay.
Okay, Jing.
Yes, sir.
I need to clarify about this one is Monday 25 until 29.
Yes.
Can you so this is the owner office hour like that.
Yes. So what I need to have happen is this. Same thing as what we did for 3C, and I will put the checklist back in here. So the same thing what we did for 3C before was we created a checklist of all the top 15 properties in region 1, all the top 15 properties in region 2, region 4. Let's just focus on region 1 and 2 right now. These are the most urgent. And I need essentially everybody to start working on inviting these people in. I will include the paper document onto this today or just after this meeting. And then that way, I need the invitations to start going out. And then I need reminder phone call follow up on each day so that we get all the owners that are in the most impactful categories inside. So I'll go ahead and update this on my card as an instruction so that everyone knows what to do. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Jing, for the clarification. Any discussion about this card? Rian, Andre, Fidi? Okay, we jump to my card. So HMA.1. So I think Bayu already make what is called question regarding this one. So I have a new picture on the question for the partner. So I will make a summary of that, and then will because this is my card is end until 31st of May. Today I will contact them as well regarding for the phone call. But regarding the new pictures, this one Bayu already make prototype or that and add me on the card. So I will do it pivot right now. The pivot is doing video call. It's not call because I need to show them the picture. So maybe the secretary can write down. Please doing video call instead of call by today on that list. So already put on the link on the question for picture.
Okay.
I will update it. Yeah, I will update it again tomorrow regarding this one. Yeah, thank you. Any discussion? Any question? No? Okay, next card. So yeah, I'm sorry yesterday I'm not joined because I'm off day. So I already make the like operational standard. It's not hospital standard, but operational more than operational step. That's one. You can check this one. And also today I have a meeting with Bayu regarding the clarity and acceptance on the hospitality standard. I think it's Jing already make this one question to Bayu. So the the point that we need to discuss is the reward and punishment, sir. And what is the reward for the owner if they get the hospital standard, and then what is the punishment? That is, I need to more talk with Bayu about this later at 1:30. So thank you for make this breakout meeting yesterday, and I saw it from Google Calendar. It's very good. Okay. Any discussion for this? No. Okay. Yes, Rian, you're muted.
Yeah. So my question is, your discussion with Bayu is about the how do we review how do we review the score? How do we review the scoring system of decide which one is
Review, you mean?
performing better, right? So I think that's going to be the point of discussion with you and Bayu, like
Yes,
how
yes, yes.
how we score the partner, and how do we know if this partner is doing well or not, right?
Yes, that is the point. I already make a notes for that, and I
Okay.
need to discussion with Bayu regarding this one, how we count it and need to scalable of that one.
Okay, so okay.
Okay.
Just want to make sure, yeah.
Yes, thank you. If you want to join, you can join it later. No worries. It's open.
Yeah. Sure, I'll try.
Okay, thank you. going to next card. Rian already going to ultimate. Cynthia is not yet. Okay, I think it's PD. You have any update on your card?
Yes, so I actually want to ask. This is I'm from RM. I want to ask regarding property availability from community. So what I understand is that the owner will tell community, and community will tell HR to block the availability in Toki. Like,
So, did you meet for the routine or on this?
yeah, what I'm asking is right now is it still going? For example, if HR has these inquiries regarding a certain property, can they check Toki for availability, or how's the process right now?
Okay, Rian.
Okay. So as we already discussed, we have like a PRM. So we can just refer to PRM if you want to check whether the property is closed or not. But then yeah, we also, because in my case in the region one, like for Bingen, for example, they don't even know when will the business start. So that's why it was just okay. I decided to close it for like 15 days, and then in the next 15 days, or 5 days prior to the end of the 15 days period, I will just ask the owner whether they still want to open or not. But then for now, if you want to check regarding property availability, whether they close or whether they open, you can just check on the each PRM, each region PRM.
Okay, thank you very much, Kak Rian.
Yeah, and then you can just check it by on the label because we already put the label, and you can just filter it. If you want to find the one that is closed, you can just put a filter. The label close on the filter.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I think that's how we find the recurring property availability.
Okay, thank you, Rian and PD. Maybe we don't have much time if you want to submit question, but this maybe.
No, it's all clear. Thank you.
Okay.
I will write it down on the comment section as well.
Okay, thank you, Rian. Okay, we next, I think it's already done for the card. So, okay, I will going to the chapter meeting management. So tomorrow is Jing the chairman, and then the secretary is Tendi. Okay, before I'm going to asking the feedback, maybe the secretary can you share the meeting notes?
Absolutely.
So we know the. Yeah.
Okay, I will say that it is very challenging, actually, to do this, to be in the conversation and actually to take notes at the same time. I did my best, yeah. So here's what we have. So today, while I was secretary, I noted that the chairman will ask for the meeting summary at the end of the meeting. Okay. That's what we're doing right now. Tendi is not present. Andre updated his list of properties that are already done, and he updated his list of properties that he will do. He will also investigate why the property partners are not responding. Riyad's working on bigger training and rollout, and there's some clarification. I think we need to have some clarification around, let's say, the bigger card or timeline and roadmap. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. We need a roadmap for the project so that everyone can see what needs to happen up ahead, and which milestones are we crossing over. So it's new practice, but I hope we can start that. On my side, I've notified that I will abandon the webinar town hall. So that was originally, I was going to do that for the foreigners. I will not do that anymore. And what instead we will do is I will pivot to 3C for finance. And this will be essentially training owners on the dashboard that we have for BiGRR. This will include some material from the webinar because that material is good, but the focus of it will mostly be to train owners on the finance dashboard. And I have promised to provide a rollout list, and I have done that already. This is the rollout list. This has just been borrowed over from the previous 3C initiative that we had, and this has been now attached to the card, so we should know what it is. The next step is where I need you guys to start working on each list. I think normally it's Rian works on squad region 1, Rafik works on region 2, Andre, maybe in this particular case you can help with some of the invitations to region 2. There's a lot of people on the region 2 rollout list. Okay, Next one is Rafik has the hospitality standards. They have been drafted. Bayu and Rafik will discuss and refine on this agreement, and it needs to be implementable onto the app, actually, not onto the site. Okay, and this will continue in a reward and punishment discussion for owners about following the hospitality standards. Okay, I didn't get everything because it was sort of like it was hard, but
Yes.
I will acknowledge that being secretary, you need to listen very carefully. And you need to write very quickly too. So
Yes.
for whoever's going to be secretary tomorrow, it is a bit of a scramble. And I want to thank Rafik for adding this idea. I think this is a great idea about sharing feedback and letting everybody see what the secretary's work looks like. And thank you for that, Rafik. Okay, that's it.
Thank you. Before I enjoy the meeting, I need your feedback from because for my chair, PD, what is your feedback to me?
Okay. So yeah, I think I'm from IT. So it's already really efficient. It's really quick, relatively quick, and the decision. And maybe yeah, like Tendi's card is not updated yet. Sometimes if you don't join the meeting, if you add the activities, at least people in other people who attended the meeting can also know your progress, right? So maybe that's a good practice to start. And again, to reiterate what Mr. Jing said about written communication clarity on the cards. But the board itself is already cleaner. The names have been changed and it's more efficient, I guess. And also, I've noticed that the community uses Google Calendar efficiently. So, okay.
Thank you, PD.
Thank you.
To Rian.
Okay, so my feedback is going to be, I think it's nothing much for me except like the what else to say? I just forgot that. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's good already. If I have a further feedback, I will just let you know on the community on the community slide because I just forget what I have to say now.
Okay.
Because you are fasting, no.
No, it's beyond that.
Only
Right?
forget
Beyond
to eat.
that. Okay, I will just let you know. But then I think it's pretty good because yeah, regarding the the notifications prior to the meeting. So I think it's pretty good. I think it's better. It's going to be better if you can just mention them one by one. I don't know, like because for me sometimes it didn't show up like I told you last night. So probably you just mention the name if you want to know the update. Thank you.
Thank you, Rian. Next to Mr. Andre.
Hello. Actually, it's all good. It's very efficient and fast. I think so. We can end it by now. We're only 30 minutes, so it's pretty fast and efficient.
Thank you, Andre. And Jing.
Okay.
Any feedback?
One thing I noticed also, and this is to the rest of the community, I noticed that when we give feedback, this is feedback about feedback, we tend to be very nice, right? Remember, being nice does not necessarily mean that you're going to be able to nourish somebody. I learned this yesterday. Actually in our discussion with Danita. She was a customer service rep for luxury retreats. So she got to be a big team lead. What she said that I want to share with everyone here is that it's not bad to deliver bad news. It's actually good to deliver bad news. It requires courage to deliver bad news. It requires, I think, a sense of it requires to be the hero to deliver bad news. But what Danita told me that I found really good about hospitality is something that I need to work on too. Is when you deliver bad news, deliver it on a silver plate, right? That's the hospitality way to do it. So speak about bad news in a way that makes people empathize. So I think that was really key. A lot of times I've noticed we don't necessarily want to say something that hurts somebody's feelings or could have the potential of upsetting people, and we keep that information from them. That's not good because that stops them from learning. And what that also does is it creates a culture of mediocrity. It's like, oh yeah, we're doing good enough. Okay, so let's just continue like the way we are. Um, I think part of being a leader, and I hope everybody has leadership aspirations here, is being able to sort of see what we could be and then see what the difference is and be very, very confident that there is a difference. And I think what continues making people better leaders is this idea of never settle. So that when you see that there's a higher standard, you hold yourself up to that standard. Doesn't mean you can get there right away, but you hold yourself and you hold the people around you accountable to those standards. Okay. But what it also means is this is the part where I need a lot of coaching. Sometimes I'm very abrupt, right? I'll just say, "Hey, look, this isn't working," or "Hey, this," and I think that might hurt people's feelings. So that's not right either. So I think the balance is what Danita told us yesterday, last night. You got to deliver it in a way that feels like nourishment instead of a way that feels like punishment or humiliation or something that's from a negative space. So deliver it with a golden platter, right? So it might be shit, but at least you served it on a gold platter. And I think that's necessary. That's very necessary for community. It's very necessary for HAR. Not all the news that we need to tell people is good news, and we might as well begin with practicing here, where we get used to this. I'll give it an image. It's dog shit on a silver plate, right? Or maybe it's like medicine on a silver plate. So if you got to give somebody medicine, at least bring it on a really beautiful plate. Okay, so I'll give you an example of how I'll do that. So Rafik, I've noticed that I want to make sure that Rafik becomes more thorough and enhances his communication skills. So I'll point out something to Rafik's benefit and also to everybody else's benefit on something that I think could be improved. So the thing I noticed today was that we were going to skip a card that for a person who's not here. Frankly, that then creates a hole, right? Then we don't know what the update is and we're uncertain. I would suggest as an alternative, what we can do is we just read the card, right? No matter what, we open the card, we read the card, and we make sure that we get that information in front of that person. So I saw that we did that, but there was a moment where we were going to skip Tendi's card, right? And we didn't, so that is good. Let's make that into a practice. So the best way is to just update your card as soon as you have an update, and then notifications for everyone in the chapter will come through on Trello. And eventually we'll probably get a way to make it go through on Slack, which would be even better. And then you'll know, okay, all right, this person has updated that card. You won't even need to wait for the next day for the update. And that person might not even need to come in the future because their updates already been updated. And then we can have these meetings, not for updating notifications, but more for discussion, idea generation, problem solving, and other purposes. Okay? All right. So that's my advice on the silver platter. That was my attempt.
Thank you, Jing, for your note and for sharing to each other.
I agree.
Thank you so much. And I motion to enjoy the meeting.
I'll second that.
Okay. Have a good day.
Have a good day, everyone. See ya.
Yeah, stay healthy. Yeah.
Stay healthy. Stay healthy. Bye.